President said it, masks make him look like the Lone Ranger. Boy, there's a blast from the past, huh? Well, just like that, President Trump probably removes the stigma that many people have had over wearing masks. Um, it's going to be a long holiday weekend, and as we kind of navigate through the nation's celebration of Independence Day, wonder how many people will be taking to heart the recommendations of social distancing, masks, washing your hands, being careful as you're barbecuing or hanging out by the pool or camping or whatever you may want to do. I was really astounded with just like that one interview, and the president eliminates the criticism that he isn't talking about masks. I haven't really followed, and I know people get mad about the mask debate. It's an emotional one. The only people that get mad about a conversation about it are the ones who don't want to wear them or don't want anybody to wear them. You know that, right? So when you write me and you send me a text, oh, I don't want to have a mask. And the only reason you don't want to have the mask discussion is that it bothers you. I think you may have maybe a bit of a guilty conscience because you know it probably makes a little bit of sense. So you get mad at me because I want to talk about it. I talk about it because if the entire world shared one thing, it's what to do to slow the spread and get rid of this damn virus. And the masking is a big part of the process. It's a controversial part. I don't really understand the controversy. And certainly I don't think President Trump now understands the controversy. At this point, I think the president is all systems go. You heard him in the interview last night. He was talking to Fox Business Network host. And the president made it, pretty clear. And it's not even a big deal to him. I told you early on we saw the president at an event real early on. He was backstage somewhere and they took a picture. This is not complicated. The Trump haters who want to cry that he's killing people with not being strong enough on masks and not wearing a mask, he doesn't want to wear a mask when he's photographed because he thinks it projects weakness. As a world leader, people around him are tested. He's not around people closely. Everybody, he says, stays 10 feet away from him. He doesn't choose to wear a mask, but that doesn't mean he thinks it's a bad idea. After all, here's what he said last night on Fox Business.
I don't know if you need mandatory because you have many places in the country where people stay very long distance. You talk about social distancing, but I'm all for masks. I think masks are good. I would wear, if I were in a group of people and I was close.
You would wear one?
Oh, I would. Oh, I have. I mean, people have seen me wearing one. If I'm in a group of people where we're not, 10 feet away, but usually I'm not in that position, and everyone's tested. Because I'm the president, they get tested before they see me. But if I were in a tight situation with people, I would absolutely.
You think the public will see that at some point?
I mean, I'd have no problem. Actually, I had a mask on. I sort of liked the way I looked. Okay, I thought it was okay. It was a dark black mask, and I thought it looked okay. It looked like the Lone Ranger. But no, I have no problem with that. I think, and if people feel good about it, they should do it.
And that's it. I mean, it's not even a big deal to him. If it's important and you believe it's going to help, you should wear a mask. And the president has no problem with masks. He said, I'm all for masks. So end of subject. And this is the way the president responds to firestorms of controversy. There's this image that he immediately runs to Twitter. Every slight, every attack he responds to and he tries to solve on the spot. That isn't true. To him, this has not been a very big deal. And he doesn't quite understand, I think, the criticism that he's received because he's not standing there holding press conferences wearing a mask, which he's never going to do. So, listen, you agree with me, you can disagree with me, you can like my show, you can not like how you feel. My gentle suggestion is to wear a mask, wash your hands frequently, stay away from other people as best you can. Stay out of large crowds. don't do what you can. I got off the phone last night. Let me just say one more point. I'm going to turn it over to you. 1-800-655-MIKE. If you want to respond to President Trump saying he's got no problem with masks, he thinks people should wear masks. If you feel good about it, you should do it. The president is about individual liberty. The president is about freedom. The president is about our independence. The president says, I'm all for masks. And maybe you didn't know. And maybe that, because I have been trying to figure out why some people think it's a badge of honor not to wear a mask. And I suspect there are some people who think, well, the president maybe isn't real high on him, so I don't want to endorse them. Well, now you could remove that concern. The president has endorsed mask usage.